Hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. What'll probably end up being the last episode. Then again, I said that last time, so who knows? We'll have to find out as we go. Now, I needed some of those heavy frames. I don't remember exactly how many. I think it was 50, though, because we are going to bop over here and get the research done for the geothermal. So that was under Caterium. There we are. All right, start research. Go. All right, so we've got 8 minutes on that. That is actually mildly annoying. I didn't think about that. So we'll come back here closer to it being finished. I want to just basically give as much time as possible to find wherever these geysers are, and I can't do that until the research is done. So I will see you back here in a few minutes. All right, we are back. As you can see, we're under 20 seconds here remaining on this. I've literally done nothing in game. I just kind of sat here with it running and just kind of kept an eye on it in the background as it was going. So we are just about done, and there we go. Bam. All right, so that should new scannable resources, new buildings. All right, so let's take a quick look first and see what this geothermal generator takes. So take 16 of these guys, 80 of those, 8 of the supercomputers. That doesn't seem too unreasonable. We might have those frames. The frames are the things I think I'm the most worried about. Let's bot back over, because we had 10 at the start of the episode, I think. So it's mostly going to be, do we have enough now? We have 14. So I think what I can do to speed this along a little bit, oops, not that, grab these guys out of here, and go, nope, I want that, I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go, pop those in. I'm going to go ahead and pop, no, I'm hitting F instead of E. We're going to pop these guys in there so that they will start to route. Excellent. There we go. Now we just are going to need to worry about the old supercomputers. Well, instead of being all too worried about that, let us go over to our little awesome sink here, see if we have any more coupons, because I've got 2 on me. Or 4 on me. 4 on me. And I think it was 8 to buy supercomputers. So if we have at least, hey, we have 4. Bam. Awesome. Alright, let's get ourselves back up top. Go this way. No, go. There we go. Do. Look at that little rotor going. Do. Alright, so hopefully in the time it took us to do that, we will have our 16 heavy frames. 16. Awesome. Exactly what we needed. Alright, so now we want to scan for geysers. So right there, geyser. Oh, let's see how forever far away this is. Wow. Whoa. There we go. There's one. I have one in this direction. Alright, let's start heading that way. It looks like it's in the direction of the oil. Oh, there's one over that direction too. Could we please kind of get over this? This is the downside of not wearing the jetpack. In a base kind of designed around the idea that I would have access to the jetpack. Alright, so let's go this way. Basically as far as... Well, let's ping again. It's going to take a while to get there, even having moved this direction. But hey, this lets me take a drink of my water while we're going. Ah, some ASMR slurping sounds, right? Okay. So I've got still almost 1,000 meters, whatever that means. I mean, let me try and translate that into freedom units. 1,000 meters is over 3,000 feet. So it's an extra roughly 3 inches on a meter above 3 feet. So if it's 1,000, that's an extra 3,000 inches, which becomes less than an extra 1,000 feet. So it's still under a mile, because a mile is slightly over 5,000, like 5,300 something off the top of my head. I can't quite remember. I used to know this, but it's just one of those things where you never need to know it. So it's like, how often do you need to know the number of feet in miles? I mean, heck, how often do you need to, know how many, centimeters in a kilometer? I mean, yeah, it's easy to figure out, but it's not information you need. All right, so 400 some odd that way. All right, so this is going to be over by the oil somewhere. You know what? I didn't grab any rubber. Let's find the place first. And then we will think a bit more specialized about that once we've found it. Okay, okay. So we've got one. Like I said, it's kind of generally in the direction of the oil, which I suppose makes a certain amount of sense. Ooh. Alright. Is that it over there? That becomes the question. Let's see, can we... Let's put a power pole down there. And not worry about that. Alright, so... I suppose I'm over here. I don't necessarily need the hazmat suit. I can go with the jetpack instead. Although the shape of those things makes me think this is going to be like a poisonous area or something. Alright, 90 some... Oh, right there! Oh! There's those stupid bugs, though. Alright, got him. Alright. So there's at least that one, but I think there might be another one because it's kind of showing that direction a little bit. Let's just kind of wander this way a touch. Oh yeah, look right there. That's got to be one too, right? Yeah, alright. So there's actually two right here. We're only going to be able to tap one initially, but that shouldn't be too big a problem. Oh, come on, pick it up. There we go. Alright. Oh, 3? Is that 3? 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Now, I don't know how much power these have put out, but that is very interesting. And it does mean... Now, where did I leave that power pole? Right there. We're going to bring you a bit closer, and then we're going to drop one right in the middle here. Like right there. And now theoretically I could run power lines from 3 different geothermal generators all to that. That sounds neat. Like, I don't know how much it runs, but I'm hoping that it's a perpetual power source that won't require monitoring. Because that will be pretty darn awesome, if I do say so myself. Alright, so let's kind of get back up here. No problem. Awesome. Alright, let's run back real quick, grab some rubber. We will take a quick kind of peek to see if... there's not going to be enough additional frames for a second one. But, at the very least, this will show us how much it will make unmodified, because it'll probably have, the option for power shards and such. Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be able to push that early game, but it's not like that's an early game material that leads to it anyway. I mean, I needed supercomputers in order to pull it off. I never grabbed the supercomputers either, now that I'm thinking about it. I got the tickets for it, but then I didn't grab it, so we would have had to head back even if I had remembered the rubber. And the fact that I'm just now thinking of that... Let's see, how much was it again? 8. Those, yeah. I only have enough of the other materials for one anyway. So that's fine. We'll just get the one running. That's all we really need. I mean, this was really just to kind of round out the game. So we'll almost definitely be finishing up the series here, which if I'm thinking correctly, this is episode 40. So 40 episodes for Satisfactory? That's not bad. I mean, it's a respectable length of a series, you know, for a single-player experience like this. It's definitely longer than I'm getting with Vulcanoids, although I'm running into a little bit of issues with that. I'm about to record my Thursday episode right after I finish with this, and I don't know what I'm doing there, but we'll figure it out as we go. There's my big old nuclear power plant. Oh, look at it from a distance. It actually kind of has that nuclear power plant shape. It doesn't quite have the like, grow back out at the top. Well, maybe a little. Kind of wish there were, like, binoculars in this game. That way I could, like, see stuff a little bit better from a distance. From a distance. No. Alright. Let us quickly take a puff. There we go. I was getting a little low on health. Didn't like it. Alright, wow, look at here. I mean, let's get this shot right here. Let's see if we can't, there's no thing where we can just have nothing in our hand. But, I mean, look at this. Look at this factory. I mean, let's just kind of get up a little bit. You can see all this stuff. This is huge. And all that stuff in the distance, too. Oh, majestic. I mean, I know we're not quite done yet, but we are so very close. Just kind of take that moment there, soak it all in. Just, look at what we have accomplished. Alright, let's start by grabbing those supercomputers we wanted. There we go, supercomputers. Buy those, take that, excellent. I don't feel like building them, is basically what that is. Let's pop over here. I know we need these connectors. Those are not the connectors. These are the connectors. Excellent. So if we wanted to build a second one, we've got the connectors for it, which means we should probably grab the copper sheets as well. Maybe a little bit more rubber. We can check and see how our frames are doing. Actually, we can also go right there, grab those. Pop these bad boys in there. And these ones right, yeah. And it's still running. We have 5. Like I said, there was no way we were going to have another 16. That's okay. We mainly just kind of want to have one for our inner completionist. Alright, so we should... Oh yeah, we can easily grab some extra sheets just in case. I say just in case, but we're already short an ingredient, so it's not like there's any sort of real just in case going on. I will grab 2 stacks of rubber for the exact same non-existent reason. Because, like I was saying, there's no point in it. So I've basically got everything, all the research and stuff done, and minus, like, some transportation stuff. Because, honestly, so it was, like, the thing with the bounce pads, the thing with the monorail, the thing with, like, the advanced trucks and stuff like that. And it's like, almost all of that is only really useful for areas you've already been. And honestly, we've got like pipes, we've got conveyor belts, we've got all that sort of stuff that we can use instead of trying to set up some sort of complex logistics network where we got a truck running stuff back and forth. It just doesn't seem worthwhile, you know? It's like I can just expend the resources, build this thing. It's a constant flow. I don't have to worry about something going wrong with it. It just, if it works, it works. If not, then I need to figure out why it's not. Not like it works and then 20 minutes later I wonder why my power plants, aren't, getting coal. Things like that. I've seen people, have that problem. So I was like, yeah, I'm not having that problem. I'm just going to run some, conveyor belts. Sounds like a good idea to me. A good idea to me. Now that we have found stuff and are on our way back, I am literally like not making a cut here and having the whole run back just to kind of pad out the time. I would like this at least the top 20 minutes. We're only at 17 or so at the moment. I mean, it's the last episode, so if it's a little short, it's understandable, but a lot short wouldn't be understandable. And since we're basically going to be done once we get this built and kind of take a little bit of a look at it, I mean, barring it needing some sort of resource coming in that I don't know what it could possibly need at this moment, but barring that, we'll basically be done. Alright, so right over at that little platform there is where we break off. So right underneath here where the pipe goes up, we will just bop on over this way. Go where we have our power lines leading. And let's go ahead and do the farthest one away. Well, let's see. Let's just kind of make sure that they will actually function on all of them. Look at all these mushrooms. So nice. Oh. Alright, so is that actually considered one? This might only be two. Let's ping again. Yeah, okay, so it is just the two. For some reason, my brain thought that was a third one, even though it looks a bit different. Let's get this built. Right there, apparently. It really just wants to go right there. So let's take a quick kind of look at it around here. Alright. Oop. I can't really look up too much because I want to see what it looks like, but... Alright, so it looks like this side is the generator side, so I'm going to hope that that's the side that the electric wants to connect to. So we will have it facing this way. Bam. And it seems to be running. Let's hook it into the power lines. There we go. Let's go take a closer look, shall we? Ooh. Alright, what do you got? Early access warning. Menu does not work as intended. Does produce power. Check power pull instead. Okay. So I guess we can't use power shards on it at the moment. But hey, look at that. Alright, so we had a jump. So our production... Oh no, it's capacity. So it produces about 200 megawatts an hour. That's respectable. That's definitively more than a lot of other things, and this is obviously only going to, do that. So we have just a touch of time. Do we want to go try and see where the other one is? I mean, I don't know how much it may hurt, but I do kind of want... I'm curious. Well, it's apparently a ways off. Oh, nope, that's just that one. I really haven't... Am I just that far out of... Oh. Oh, yeah, look at that. Those guys way far away. Like, that, I think, is further than anything I've... Well, we could head down the old path towards, the uranium and stuff. See if it's over there. I mean... You know what? I don't care that much. I cared a little bit but I don't think I care quite that much. Let's go back, take one more good old look at the factory, and just kind of appreciate everything we've done. I mean, heck, we literally ran into early access warning on the very last thing we built. So that really says a lot. I mean, now there's obviously a couple of other little things we could have done. There was another, like, personal pocket dimension expansion in the research. There was, like, the Blade Runners things. But, I mean, honestly, it's if there were multiple body slots, like if I could wear the jetpack over the hazmat suit with some Blade Runners on, then I'd get the Blade Runners. But at this point, I have the jetpack, so it just doesn't seem worth using anything else for mobility. I mean, obviously, the hazmat suit and stuff we kind of need for some of the other stuff, but yeah, we can kind of see in the distance there. There is our. That is where all of our uranium and our quartz and our bauxite is all coming in, all along there, past our nuclear reactor, all to be processed, all over there. Wonderful little process. And we can just go click on the nuclear power plant if we ever ran into power problems again. Of course, we're still having to manually feed in a few of the resources, which is why I was not particularly preferring the nuclear power. And that would be difficult to do no matter what, because our uranium is coming from all the way over there, and the stuff that you use to make the quick wire is all at the far side of the factory, all the way that way. Like that little path that I've got my thing over there is the path that it comes down. This all is in here. Let's just kind of pop on top of our oil line. Because remember that in addition to the geothermal power we now have, we've got, our oil coming in from all the way over that way. Just way over there. There's where our water is coming from. We got our sulfur way off over there. There's a little thing. I think that's got that one has coal, and the sulfur is out beyond it. All coming over here to make, explosives. And we've got our fuel here from our oil. All of our little oil stuff. We got a regular old fuel generator going on there. Which, if I was running into power problems, I could always have put up another one. Maybe expanded our oil production. It's not like we're anywhere near going through the oil we have. And I've just got the little byproducts feeding over into one of the awesome shops. Nice little thing there. We've got stuff here. Over there's our thing making our computers. We've got, this little guy here making all these pipes. We're piping stuff all over there for the stators, which are going all over the bloody place, because those get used in a bunch of things too. This one here we shut off because it's our versatile framework. It was just a part for the big old space elevator. That beautiful guy right there. We've got our steel production, our regular old iron mines, our copper mine off in a little bit of a distance there. Making things nice. This is our nice little thing, making our heavy modular frames, which if we had going a little bit faster, we could have put up 2 of those geothermal plants. Oh, look at that. There's one of those little Mercer spheres up there. We've got some of those. Those are all still a work in progress, too. That guy over there making, some of the smart plating. Another part for our big old thing there. We'll get back to that. Here's our hub. Our wonderful little hub. Look at this with our bunk beds and our turlet. All of our little, useful things. The awesome shop, the MAM, the, equipment workshop, all around our little hub. All of our coal. This is the heavy lifting of our, power supply right here. Of course, on the other side of our hub, we have all of our defunct bio generators. which I was only turning on when we had to get through a spike. We got that stuff building some advanced things over there that we had to input the stuff manually. Of course, this guy here for the last of our parts we had to do manually as well. All for our space elevator. Our great big space elevator, which was kind of the point of the whole process. And let's just take a quick look here in the hub. And you can see all we got left are the jump pads, which we don't need, the hyper tubes, which we don't need, the monorail, which we don't need, and oh, there is the advanced aluminum production, but we really don't need it. It's got the miner Mark III. We're getting all of our mining stuff. It's got a heatsink, a turbo motor, and a battery. Nothing too big or important, because there is no Tier 8. No Tier 8 at all. And in our MAM, what do we have left? We've completed alien organisms. There's just a few things here. We've got the Blade Runners. A smart splitter, which could be useful, but not very. Our inflated pocket dimension. And an even more better power pole. But we already got the power pole Mark II, and we're barely using those. Stuff for color coding, not important. All of our mycelia is done. All of our nutrients are done. All of our power slugs are done. Everything on the course except for the radio control unit is done. Doesn't matter. Not much to do there. Sulfur completed. So we skipped a couple of things, but for the most part, we are done. And we leave ourselves in a very good place should we ever want to come back once there is an update. Update is supposed to be coming early 2021, but that's at least, what, 4 months away? 3 months away? 4 months. 4 months away. So we don't need it. Well, 3.5 months. We're in the middle of September. So, for now, we're going to say goodbye to our factory. Our Satisfactory. That's going to do it for this series for the time being. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, have a good one.